What to do? It's your boy Drew Blue, just here to emphasize to y'all what I made in the previous video explaining about Tory Lane's innocence is 100% hypothetical correct. If you need further proof, I was just reading an article, all right, where an insider came in and spoke to heavy.com and spilled all the beans. What really went down? You want to know what the truth is? And this just paints the picture more on why it looked like Tory took the flaunt for something that he didn't do. And my story, my thesis for what truly went down is just more valid now. All right. In case y'all don't really know what I talked about, and this is something like this is your first time being on this video, look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Some fool showed up in a car during a red light, tried to rob Tory, gunpoint. Tory was not having it. He said he was drunk. And this all ties in together, which makes sense. Apparently Meg was beating on Tory or something like that. And next thing you know, or you know what I think could have more than likely happened, the reason why she had the injuries to her foot, not to her feet, to her foot, was Tory was drunk. He saw someone was trying to shoot him. He pulled out his gun, was about to take a shot, and then Meg kind of was in the way. So, knowing that it was either his life or Meg's ankle, he had to take the shot, hoping that he didn't hit her, but he did kind of. In a sense, it did scrape to her ankle, and at the same time, he shot the person who was trying to rob him at gunpoint. So I think that's what really went happen. Took one shot. I think it was the driver and maybe it was somebody else. But either way, I believe that one shot he took injured the driver. The driver got shook, drove off, and then that's when the witness called and reported that there was that witness said, doesn't matter who he or she, but the witness said there was one gunshot that was loud in the bell. So that person heard one gunshot and reported that to the police. And I think when that situation happened and they left, I think they were all in shock. Tory, Kelsey, and Meg, because of what just happened. And it's just things were escalating. A lot of things were happening at the same time. But that's the gist of it. That's really what I believe happened. Tory was defending himself, ended up scraping Meg in the process. Either that or, like I said, he was drunk and maybe he didn't have the best aim. He was trying to shoot at them and her ankle kind of got in the way. But I'm pretty sure she kind of jumped as soon as she saw the gun come out from the other car. More than likely, she probably saw that shit, tried to duck underneath, and maybe her feet was up. You know, she could have been in a weird or awkward position. She's just basically trying to get her body down from the window. She just happened to have her feet up. You know, when you do things by instinct, you know, sometimes you don't really pay attention to everything you're doing. So she happened to probably had one of her foot out, the foot that got scraped or got injured and got stitched up. And like I said, Tory was probably trying to shoot somebody, but the foot was in the way, and that's what happened. But anyways, new evidence comes out, and it just shows that, you know, it's crazy because, like I said, at the end of the day, Tory kind of put himself in this situation in the first place based on how he acted and how he conducted things. But at the end of the day, he's indirectly in fault for it. It's just more based on the actions he took, and once again, it just shows that you're better off keeping your circle very close and very, what's the word I'm looking for? Incognito. But I digress. So, anyways, this insider said that Meg and Kelsey were actually arguing in the car, not Meg and Tory. And for the fact because Meg must have spilled out that she pretty much slept with Tory, and Kelsey did as well. So Tory pulled some two-timing chicks tape move on here. Basically, it's like Jalissa and Keisha, in a sense. Played both of them and they were pissed about it because they both pretty much slept with Tory, and they didn't like that fact, and that's why they had the fallout, and that's why they're not talking to each other. But this all boiled up because Meg, apparently, and there's multiple witnesses that said this at Kylie Jenner's party when she wasn't watching Tory flirt with Kylie, she got super jealous, and I believe they said she snapped at one point. But like I said, she was letting Tory hear all of it, and when she let it out that she slept with Tory, Kelsey was like, "What the fuck?" And then she argued with him. It was like, "Bitch, you slept with him, this and that." You know, all that ghetto talk. I'm just trying to paint the picture for y'all visually. Like, that's what really went down. They were talking crap to each other, and then Tory's hearing this, and then he sees, like I said, they're probably at a red light. They see another car line up. Call it the red light shooting, but essentially, they pull up, see it's Tory. They think they're about to get a lick off him. They thought wrong. Tory pulls up his gun. Like I said, takes one shot. Wasn't the best aim, but he hit the driver. Driver got shook, drove off, and then that's when the witness called, heard one gunshot. And like I said, all it took was one bullet. So people really want to know what happened to the bullet. More than likely, it's in the third party's shoulder or whatever body part that Tory hit or struck. And I believe at worst, that bullet scraped, what's it called? Scraped Meg's ankle. But I mean, a lot of things are pointing out too where it's kind of fishy. You're thinking about, what about the 4 shell casings that the police found? And this witness said they only heard one gunshot. It doesn't seem to add up as well. So there's definitely still a lot of mysteries in this case, but it's just showing more and more likely that Tory's going to come out a winner. So while everyone was busy bashing him, he was quiet and was just going to let this ride out. Mid Jordan did the same thing too when people were coming at him on IG. It seems like they're so confident that they know they're going to ride out, but you know, because it's just, at the end of the day, it's some petty stuff that, once again, like I said, Tory got himself in. It's funny, like, you make a mixtape talking about how you fuck around with a small circle of friends. Like he said in that Niggas Kit Part 2 from Chick Stay 40. The other person comes in and tells Tory, so first it was Jalissa, then it was Keisha, then it was Keisha's sister. You know, it's just funny how this foreshadowed, man. He's like, man, you need to get out the circle, find somebody new. It seemed like Tory still had that habit, because then he went with Meg's friend Kelsey, and now he was trying to hook up with Kylie. At the end of the day, look, this is his business, this is his life. I don't really care much, but I think the reason why I'm putting it out there is just to let some of the fans out there know, like, there's a lot of you diehard fans that, at the end of the day, especially a lot of you that understand where I come from when I criticize this man's music as of late. It's out of respect for y'all that I feel like I should give y'all some clarity and some light. But at the same time, anyone who's actually curious about this, screw it, it's out there. But yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. Like I said, I believe Tory was definitely innocent. He's not the type of dude I think would do a woman like that, especially with the way he loves his mother. And a former bodyguard of Tory came out and said he knew his alter ego, Fargo, which just struck nostalgia, like a chord of nostalgia in my mind, man. But either way, he said Fargo would never touch a woman, not even argue or yell at her. Now, would he do it to he said to a grown-ass man? Yes. But to a woman, nah. So it shows that he still got class. And at the end of the day, he still does. It's just, man, you gotta watch out who you hang around with. Like, this dude used to have been very closed up, introverted in a sense, to where he kind of kept his circles closed. He only cared with people who were like down to earth and type of shit. Which is why I said he should never be messing with these celebrities in the celebrity life. I don't care if you're famous and you feel like your only friends are celebrity. That's bullshit, dog. Downright bullshit. You still can make new friends. that are down to earth cats here that ain't trying to ask for a handout, that ain't trying to ask for nothing. There are people like that that still exist. So I think that was Tory's biggest mistake, is allowing himself to take the easy route, which essentially is what he did too with his music path. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all may think that it's, look, I give my own personal opinion. I think it's trash. I don't mess with the industry trends, but at the end of the day, there's people that eat that up. Did Tory perform that well? Absolutely. Did he smoke a lot of the industry artists and did their music better? Absolutely. But do I mess with it? Do I think it's better than his original quality Swavy music? Hell, absolutely no. No way. That's just how I feel. So, don't think that I'm taking a dump on this man or anything like that. I don't. At the end of the day, I keep things 100. I keep it truthful, and you know, whether he likes it or not, he's gonna hear it from me, because I'd rather tell somebody the truth and how I feel than keep it to myself. Because I think that's what hurts people the most, is if you keep things to yourself, sometimes whether that person wants to hear it or not, it's something that they need to hear, and it could prevent that person from growing. Because at the end of the day, we all have to grow, and it's not always going to be nice and easy. There's going to be pain. But without pain, there won't be no gain. Keep that in mind. So, for all you Tory Lanez fans out there that are like crazy about, worried about him, hoping that, or not sure if he's innocent or not, trust me, your boy is innocent. And he's going to win this case. I don't give a damn what they said about how the DA wouldn't have pressed charges if Meg didn't appear. Meg, even if she appeared, it would have hurt their case even more. I mean, they were talking about her background and stuff like that, but where's the clear-cut evidence? It's obviously what happened was her and Kelsey didn't speak about nothing about Tory, because they both are being petty, hurt, and they're pretty much like how Keisha and Jalissa did in Chick Save 3, or actually Chick Save 5. They're electing their revenge on Tory by letting him take all the fall about, everything. Even though Tory never meant to hurt Meg, she made it look like it, saying, yeah, he shot me. You didn't explain how he shot you, what really happened. He got out the car and shot you in your heel. That's bullshit. I'm telling you, Meg's story is bullshit. She's lying out through her teeth. And, she's gonna pretty much, karma's gonna come back and bite her. That's why she's not showing up to court, because she knows she's gonna lose. At the end of the day, that's just what happens with, small-minded girls like that, that ain't truly grown women. They still don't know how to learn, how to grow up, how to be mature. So they're gonna act out like that when they don't get things the way they want it, or they feel like they've been cheated or something that they felt that was taken away from them. For Meg, that's how it is. It sucks. People like that. People that are very petty and prideful. They will do some conniving stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it's going to come back and bite her. Word on that. But like I said with Tory, he knows better. He absolutely knows better. He shouldn't be messing with someone like Meg. He shouldn't be messing with a lot of these industry people. He shouldn't be making music with them in general. It's one thing to be cool with person, but it's another thing when you let them invade your own musical environment. And to me, that's what truly decapitated Tory's value. Because to me, I know for a fact, a lot of fans will say as well, his OGs, his music before all this happened, and like even with Interscope, his debut album, which was, in my opinion, just out of this world. It was something special. It was something unique. It was something to really hold on to and keep playing over and over again, because it was going to be timeless music. And that's what his Swavy movement was all about. So at the end of the day, I think if he does everyone a favor, his fan base, his family, the people that have never really heard his true music yet, the world in general, just go back to being Fargo. Go back to being Tory Lanez. Go back to making Swavy music again. When he does that, the world will truly embrace him and consider him the greatest artist in the world. Not the biggest, the greatest. So that's how I feel, and that's what I think. best of luck to him. Hopefully he wins and fight this case. At the end of the day, I just really want him to get back in this groove again, be him. Because at the end of the day, when he's not him, I don't feel like he's truly at his 100% potential. That's just how I feel. So yeah, he can make these industry songs and all that, and it may be cool and all for some of y'all. To me, it won't match the bar that he set for himself a few years back of what he wanted to accomplish. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking forward to, because ain't no doubt when he's in that mindset, there hasn't been a time where I haven't heard something new from him, like something I've never heard from an artist before. So to me, in my opinion, people are really sleeping on OG Tory Lanez, like sleeping in hibernation. It's time y'all need to wake the hell up and recognize some really great music when you hear it. Because at the end of the day, that's what people gotta do. You really want these artists to push themselves to the limit, push themselves to make the best music ever. You gotta get them onto it. You gotta really, not like I'm saying like pressure them, but like elevate them. Put belief in them that they can do it. Support them, encourage them. You shouldn't encourage Tory, or push him to do the wrong things. You should encourage him to do better for himself. And that's what I'm doing. But a lot of people get it misconstrued. They like to twist things around, say, oh, you a hater. Oh, you this and that, talking like this. It's like, nah, I keep things 100, bro. If you can't respect that, then why the fuck are you watching this video with hate and spite and commenting every time? But like I said, I don't pay attention to the birds or haters. I do this really for the people that show love and that truly understand where I'm coming from. Because at the end of the day, it's all love. And whether it's I'm giving it hard or I'm giving it smooth or gentle, don't matter. You know what I mean? I just want to see this dude win and win in the way only he knows how to win. You get what I'm getting? You get where I'm coming at? That's it. So, recap, like I said, Tory and Kelsey fought, argued because they both slept with Tory. Like I said, Tory on some inner circle bullshit. Ended up hurting their feelings. They took it out on him, or an incident happened. Someone tried to get a lick on Tory. Tory wasn't having it, shot them. Ended up hurting Meg in the process, indirectly. Physically on her heel, foot, whatever. They drive off. Witness calls, only sees Tory's car there. The police find him, pretty much arrest him on a concealed weapon. Meg's injured, gets treated, gets stitches, and all that. Which leads to the point of, yeah, she has a fallout with Kelsey because they both found out they was messing with the same dude. Some R. Kelly Usher thing. And yeah, Meg eventually just gets tired of people coming after her. Even though she really was doing a good job just staying quiet, trying to live her life, then she pulls some trifling bullshit and tried to flip that on Tory, even though she really didn't give a clear explanation of what happened, which is what I just gave y'all. And that's it. Nothing else, nothing more to it. This is your boy Drew Blue signing out. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed out there. And like I said, this may be 18 minutes long if you made it to this point. I fucks with you. But I don't just talk out of my butt for no reason. I'm giving you what really went down. Simple as that. Okay, deuces.